Alright here, how's everybody doing today? I got you directly under the fan, so hopefully the noise isn't too bad for noise. Started cleaning this already. Getting this big stuff off. And then I'm going to try some oven cleaner. Let's see how that works. Supposedly that works better than this, but this heavy stuff I might as well muscle through. When it's caked on here, I don't care what chemical you have, it ain't going to get down to the metal if there's a mile of material in the way. Big old globs of grease. I already swept the floor. I had big old chunks. So, I'm hoping by the end of the day we can paint it. The only thing that is actually bad on this one, got one little tiny, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little tiny chunk out of the corner on here, on the aluminum casting. It should be fine. The rest of the lip is there. Just, yeah. It's not perfect, but I never had any leaks or anything. I have some paint stripper to kind of hit some of this other paint later to make sure that I get off anything that's actually loose. So I don't have to get the inside that clean, but I don't think this cleaner likes being cold. And yeah, wear rubber gloves. I've got some just jersey gloves I'm wearing right now. I'm doing my best not to put my hands in the wet stuff and just kind of hold her down and go to town on it. I'm going to grab some rubber gloves when I use the oven cleaner. You don't want to be touching that. This is the original cover for the engine as far as I know. The engine's not original to the car, so this isn't a 68. The engine's a 69. I'll have, it's the first week of January here, second weekend. I have the original exhaust manifolds up on eBay. One's a 68. Yeah, one's a 69. Yeah, they mixed and matched. Use whatever you can use. But they are both correct, numbers correct for a GTO, the original exhaust manifolds. Just one's off of 68, one's off of 69. But as you saw in a previous video, which I can post up here, I'll put a link to it. I got some Ram 3 exhaust manifolds. So I will not be using those original ones that were on this car. Being real careful here not to hack in. This is just keeping it flat, going around, making sure there's nothing stuck on here. Again, the inside I'm not too worried about, but I don't want big globs coming off in my new rebuild. So you might as well get any sludge that's in here out as well. Obviously I won't be painting the inside of this, but there's no reason why we can't get it clean. I also have some steel wool that we can run through here and clean it up if necessary. That's actually coming out really good compared to the rest of it. That was on the inside of the engine though too, so. No, this is a really good unit. There's no cracks in it. There's no wear, like nothing was off center and it got rubbed into here. I've seen that before. I've seen cracks on them. Different guys are doing rebuilds and various stages of disrepair on these things. And this one's actually in pretty good shape, so just some work on cleaning it up and it should be good to go. Screwdriver. Paint isn't going to stick to that stuff. Get this as clean as we can. So when we paint it, she looks like brand new. She'll go right back on. The goal on my motor is to have this as original looking as possible. It's still going to be a resto mod. I have a different carburetor. But I'm trying to go with original stuff that was on there. Other than that, oh boy, lots of dirt on this side. And this, the fuel pump boss. Well, they sure didn't care about the next guy when they designed these things. Apparently they were never supposed to get dirty. There's all kinds of nooks and crannies here. They're going to be really hard to get to. Really hoping that oven cleaner cleans as well as what other people have said. Trying not to scratch this, but it is aluminum. If this was a numbers matching thing, I'd definitely be doing this a different way. found some rubber gloves in the house. These don't work. Then I'll run uptown and grab some. These were under the sink. I don't know for how many years, but they look all right. There we go. Ooh, they're even textured. All right. I left some of the cleaner when I had to go in earlier. There's some soak on the inside here. Pretty bad in here. Again, this part's not going to get painted, but I want to clean this out as best I can. Less stuff in my oil later on. We'll keep using the greaser on this part. The oven cleaner, I want to use it on the outside where I actually have to paint. Alright, let's get to this outside. I'm going to try this oven cleaner. Not going to mix it with this other cleaner, so I'm going to throw these towels away just in case there's a reaction. Alright. Definitely do this in a well-ventilated area. My heater fan is running right now. What is with this stuff? All right. Let that soak in a little bit. I'm going to go grab my steel wall. Alright, so as you can see, I changed out the cardboard. I got this clean. I brought it downstairs, put it in the tub, in the wash basin. and some steel wool because it already had all the chemicals on it. And honestly, she turned out pretty good. These other areas, I think I'm going to set up something just to flat sand this. It has a little bit of like gasket gunk on there or whatnot. The rest of this I'm going to clean with a clean wire brush. My other wire brushes are not clean anymore. I'm not going to use them. This paper, still want to use a screwdriver to pick in the corners, but I got to clean him or he's just going to end up getting everything dirty again. Okay, so I got a couple spots here where, in the corners it still didn't get it. Let me go get another clean wire brush to do those. Well, I don't have a wire brush, but I do have a plastic brush, which at this point should be sufficient because everything is loose. It's a matter of just getting the little stuff. Down with some cleaner so the paint will stick. Get this other stuff out of the way. Put this over to the clean side. Give it a wipe down all the areas I'm going to paint. Another spot. Wow. Better now. All right, a little bit more. Everywhere I want the paint to stick, should be wiping it down just to make sure. From now on, I'm going to try to just handle it from the inside. I'm going to try painting this standing up, or with the piece standing up. Maybe I'll hang it in here. Probably be the best way to do this. That way I can get both sides at the same time. Make the 3 coats a little easier. I'm going to paint this the same way that I did the engine. I'll give her 3 coats, a light coat, 2 light coats, and a medium wet coat is what the container says. I am going to etch it first though, with a primer. So, I think I'm going to paint it standing up, leaning against a box. A heavy box. How did I do that? Well, it's got to be heavier than that. Time to improvise. Check your edges. I set it down for a second, some stuff stuck to it. Okay, so it's looking good. Really can't get around all the edges here. I'm going to move the camera here for just a second. I'm going to rearrange this table. All right, that should be a little better. Give me access to it all the way around. And get to the edge of the table there. Maybe I'll even do this, so that way I can still spray. I got some good angles. I opted not to go with the primer for two reasons. I couldn't find it. I think I used it all up on my rims when I did them last year. And the second reason being is I don't know what effect that might have on the enamel paint. So I just opted not to go with it at all. I just realized I need to tape off this bearing surface in here, or where the bearings press in, and I really should tape off the fuel filter deal over here as well. So let me do that real quick. There we go. Stuff sticking everywhere. Okay, so I got that taped off, that taped off. The back side's all taped off. Yeah, I can get to everything. While she's standing up, she's nice and solid. Only thing I really can't get to is this one little spot right here on the back. And if you remember from the engine block, you said 3 light coats. So that's what I'm going to do. This part's going to be very, very visible. I say I really would have liked to have been able to do a primer coat so I could see how it's going to turn out, or cover up some of the imperfections. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. It says 10 minutes. Again, this garage is a little cooler. It's actually pretty nice out here today. The heater actually kept up. I'm going to give her about 15-20 minutes, and then I'll come back. Yep, I'm going to stop. Stop! And we'll come back because I don't want that to run at all. I want this to be really good, to get a real good tack coat. Look at those numbers, nice and clean, how good that came out. Yeah, it's going to look really nice. Again, gotta give it several coats. All right, this should be the last coat. This one, it says it's allowed to be a medium wet coat. So I'm going to do my best to get any areas that might have been slightly missed. And if I get a little extra on the others, there's my medium wet coat. Really don't want it to run. Ooh, that was really close. The front is looking absolutely beautiful here. Oh, I did get a run. Ah, booger. Well, fortunately, hardly anybody ever sees down there anyway. All right, so I put a third coat on there already. I decided to lay it down and paint it so the paint would puddle a little better. And actually, it did a really good job of covering up that boo-boo. It won't look any worse than the rest of the casting flaws. And it's pretty... The rest of it's dry to the touch. It's a little tacky on the front here where I gave it the extra coat. Otherwise, she looks pretty good. The back side here, yeah, all the casting flaws, I don't know. Kind of crazy. But she's all painted up. I realized I have more stuff I need to paint. Obviously, I have my intake manifold that I'll have to do when I get that. I'll have to do the thermostat housing. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have to do the thermostat housing. I think I'm going to have to, I'm using the same one. I'm not sure I'm using a different intake, so I'm not exactly sure if I need to paint that yet. So I'll hold off on that one. But yeah, I have other things I need to paint, but this turned out really, really nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull the tape off. For being painter's tape, she's sure stuck. See, I got a couple spots where, oh, there we go. It already came off. That's the other reason you kind of want to take the tape off while it's still a little pliable. If you had anywhere where you got paint that you shouldn't, you can get it off pretty easily. But this is enamel. It should harden up really nice. Turned out really good. This looks rusty in here, but this is just surface. I can wire brush that a little bit, no problem. Oh, forgot my tape on the end here. Look at that. Turned out pretty good. Like I said, the hoses go down on there the majority of the way. Huh, apparently I didn't get tape on that. She's painted now. No, that turned out really nice. I'm really, really pleased with that. I was actually thinking that was going to turn out a lot worse. Again, it goes on the engine like that. You won't see the back side of this, where the casting's kind of poor. You'll see this front side, which looks really good now. Oh, I'm going to take my silver pen. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, ooh, that was kind of weird. Where did that come from? Stuck to my hand? I think I might just leave those. It's the part that's on the, and this was so black and dirty, that's why I couldn't see it before. I'm just going to leave that. Those are real easily readable for checking timing, so you can even read the casting number. Everything turned out so nice and clean. So anyway, you guys like what you see so far with the channel, please like and subscribe. I'll continue to work on projects like this. I'll clean up some more stuff, maybe do some more painting this weekend. Share with your friends if you can. Be appreciated because need to get the word out, and I'll keep providing more videos for you guys. Thanks, and see you in the next video.